Good morning, students. This video is for class 6 physics, and then today our topic of discussion will be properties of magnet. Properties of magnet. So there are lot of properties of magnets, characteristic of magnets. The first is poles of a magnet. Number one, poles of a magnet. That means a magnet has two poles, that is north pole and south pole. The two end of the magnet has two poles, those are north pole and south pole. If we leave a magnet in a set of small needles, will the needle gets attracted to all parts of the magnet uniformly? Let us understand with the help of a simple activity. So suppose if you have a magnet, and then you leave few needles, will all those magnets get attracted to this will all those needles get attracted to this magnet uniformly, mean each and every places uniformly, means same number of needles will get attracted or not? The answer is no. The number of needles will get attracted towards the end, both end of the magnet will be much more than the number of needles that gets attracted in the middle of the magnet. This tells you that the ends has two poles, naming north pole and south pole. From activity 2, we learn that magnetic force of attraction is maximum at the end of the bar magnet. So, if you see the force of attraction, it is maximum at the two ends of the magnet. The ends of the magnet where the magnetic force of attraction is more are called the poles of the magnet or the magnetic poles. So, these two ends of the magnet, just because they have the maximum force of attraction, they are termed as poles of the magnet or magnetic poles. All magnets have two poles. They are called north pole and south pole. Now let us understand how the poles of a magnet got these names from the directional property. So how does these two poles of a magnet gets the name or got the name, that is north pole and south pole? How did it get it? The second property of magnet is the directional property. Due to this directional property, the magnet got the two poles, that is north pole and south pole. Now suppose if you hang a magnet, suppose take this as bar magnet, and if you tie a thread on it and hang it freely, you will see that after the movement of the magnet, when it comes to rest, when the magnet comes to rest, that means it does not move anymore, the magnet comes to rest in the direction of north south direction. So this tells you that this magnet has two poles, that is north pole, and that is why this magnet comes to rest in its directional property, that is north south direction. If a bar magnet is freely suspended, how will it behave? Let us find out from the following activity. So all of you must go through the activity. Whatever is given in the activity, I am explaining that, but still when you go through the chapter, please read the activity. From activity 3, we can observe that a freely suspended magnet always aligns, means comes to rest in the north-south direction. This property of magnet is known as directional property. So when this magnet comes to rest, that means it does not move anymore, it actually faces or comes to rest in the north-south direction. The end of the magnet pointing towards the geographical north is the north pole. That means the end which faces the north side of the north side, that is the north pole, and the end of the magnet that faces the south side is known as the south pole of the magnet. All magnets have two poles irrespective of their shapes. So whatever the shapes of the magnets are, it will always have two poles, that is the north pole and the south pole. It can be either bar magnet, it can be horseshoe magnet. both the end will have North Pole and South Pole. Usually these are marked as N for North and S for South Pole. Now, the third property is attractive and repulsive property. Attractive and repulsive. That means magnet has the power, capacity to attract or pull things towards itself if they are if they possesses or if they have magnetic property. And at the same time, magnet has the ability to get repel, means move away from each other. We have seen that magnets attract magnetic materials such as iron, cobalt, and nickel. But what will happen if two magnets are brought close to each other? Will both the magnets always attract each other? Let us understand the behavior of magnet from the following activity. Again, they have given you an activity, you will see. Now, suppose you have two magnets. So, let me show you. Suppose if take this as two magnet, the blue side of the marker will never attract each other. Same poles, that is north and north pole, will always repel. That means they will always move away from each other. And south pole will move away from each other. Now, unlike poles attract, that means north pole and south poles attract each other, and like poles will always repel. And that is why magnet has a property of attractiveness. It can attract as well as it can repulse, means it means it can move away from each other. From activity 4, we learn that unlike poles, that is north and south, always attract each other, and like poles, that is north and north, south and south, always repel each other. The attraction between unlike poles of magnet is called the attractive property. So this property of attraction is known as attractive property, and the repulsion between the like poles of magnet is called the repulsive property of magnet. That means in this property the magnets will move away from each other. The fourth property, that is magnetic poles always exist in pairs. The fourth property is magnetic poles always exist in pairs. So as I have told you that a magnet has both north as well as south pole. Now if you break this magnet into two pieces, suppose if you break this magnet into two pieces, it will still have two different poles at two ends. That means this north poles, the poles always exist in pairs, they always remain in pair. That means north and south, they always remain. If you take this as bar magnet, if you break this, the two half will also have north pole and south pole. We cannot separate one magnetic pole from the other, they always exist in pairs. If you break a magnet into two pieces, then each piece will behave as a separate magnet having both north and south poles. That is why magnetic poles can never be isolated. That means they can never be separated. So one more property of magnet is the poles of a magnet always exist. They remain in pairs. North pole and south pole always remain together. If you break the magnet to separate the north pole and south pole, it will still have two halves of the magnet will have both the poles, the north pole and the south pole. So I hope all of you have understood the properties. The first is poles of a magnet, that means it has two poles, that is at the two end, north and south pole. Second, directional property, that means the magnet, a freely hanging magnet, will always come to rest in north-south direction. Attractive and repulsive, it can attract magnetic substances which has magnetic property, and repels means it can move away from each other. And magnetic poles always exist in pairs. That means the two poles of a magnet will always remain in pair. So children, for today we will keep it till here. In the next class, I will explain you the magnetic field of a magnet. So for today up to this much. Thank you class.